Today I'm going to create this look out of what's in this bag without starting from scratch, but looking like $1 million, and it took me 10 minutes. If you want to know how I did it, watch this. So how do you go from this to this? Going from the office to a glam night out is actually quite off-putting because you don't have all your things with you to glam yourself up. But I have come up with a plan, and I can do my transformation with just what's in this bag, which goes into my work bag, and I don't have to think about it and I don't have to worry. Sometimes you just don't have time to start from scratch all over again. So how do you do it? Let me tell you. So what's in my goodie bag? Well, here's the first two key products. First up, Summer Fridays. This is their jet lag spray. Just a quick blast of that, just to revitalise the skin. These are Charlotte's Eye Revival patches. It says you leave them on for 10 minutes. You may not have 10 minutes. These are quite important because they're also going to act as a barrier so that I don't get any fallout from the shadow that I'm about to apply. And at the same time, they're going to brighten up my under eyes. I haven't actually got any concealer in this bag at all. So I'm hoping that I will have revived the concealer that I added this morning. That's 2 products used already. Now I haven't counted them in my products. I've just put in 2 double-ended brushes. So in fact, I've got 4 brushes, but they all go in this bag really comfortably. So I've chosen the My Kitco. This is my applicator and this is my blender. And this also is my Kitco, and it is a powder and contour brush. So these are really useful to glow up on the go. Now the eyeshadow that I've picked is this amazing lid luster from Victoria Beckham, and I've chosen it because it has lots of different hues in it, so I don't have to carry an entire makeup palette around. One thing that I will say is that it actually there is some fallout, but hopefully we'll be able to avoid that because of the eye patches. So this morning I added a little bit of mascara and a little bit of eyeliner, and that's about all. So what I'm going to do now to va-va-voom is I'm going to add, see, it's very pigmented, so you only need a tiny bit. Put it on, doesn't have to be precise, but get your blending side out and start gently blending. You see there's an undertone of quite a deep brown when you start blending this out. With the blending brush, don't put any more product on. Just carry a light line under the under eyes. See, I have got a little bit of fallout, but it is on my eye patch, so I don't need to worry about it. So just spend a little bit of time blending this out. You can see you get this amazing gradient from the blue to a sort of soft brown. I haven't counted these as a prop, but I suggest, as they're so small, you could actually pop a couple in your bag just in case of the odd mistake. Cool, huh? This lid luster is really easy to carry around. It's not exactly the easiest product to apply, but I use it because it saves me from having to carry anything that's bigger than this, because it just is sort of multi-dimensional and you only need one product to get this look. The other thing that I love to do with this eyeshadow is I've got this blue mascara, which is the Blue Lash Clash from Yves Saint Laurent. I like wearing this with blue eyeshadow because it doesn't look as if you're wearing blue mascara. It just deepens your lash line. It just adds another dimension without screaming, I've tried too hard. Can you see? So I've sort of got a whole eye look with just 2 products, blue mascara and some lid luster. You could also use brown mascara and a brown lid luster, or just a plain one and done, any eyeshadow that you've got. But I quite like this because it looks as if I've tried. I mean, I have tried, but it looks like I've tried much harder than I have. Take off my eye patches. It's barely been 10 minutes. Look at that. Are my eyes brighter or what? These eye patches are really good and really reviving. I'm quite happy with that actually. Before I do blush and a little top up of contour using these tiny Rhode pocket blushes, and I've got a really dark Toasted Teddy which is going to double up as my bronzer and contour, and then I've got a nice pop of colour, but I'm going to do those in a minute because I'm going to leave my under eyes to do their thing and just dry out slightly before I put product on top. So what I'm going to do, take any old lipstick. I'm going to take this is my Givenchy Intense Silk in 306. Not sure how or why I have this. I know it sounds really ridiculous, but it's got a very fancy cover. Must have been a holiday thing. I'm going to use it because it's got a pointed bullet and it means I don't have to use a lip pencil. See how precise that line is? I mean, I think the important thing is just make sure you've got a pointy tip. Does this smell of Givenchy? Yes. Is it dry? No. Is it long lasting? I don't know, but I'll let you know. This is the first time I've used it. It's really smooth and creamy and feels quite nourishing. Once I've got my eyes on and my lips, I can now work out what I need to do to balance out my face. I've got my foundation on from this morning and nothing else. This is where my Kitco has to earn its money. So I have deliberately applied quite a lot because I need it to balance out my eyes. This isn't an ideal brush for nose contour, but you know, you can make things work. I mean, as you can see, this is actually quite red because it is a blush and not a bronzer, but you can use a bronzer if you want. Pop of colour, this is the Marg, Spicy Marg. Tap that in. Last but not least, and I promise you all of this fits in here and with room to spare, to be honest. So my finishing touch is going to be a little bit of Colourpop's Super Shock highlighters, and I'm applying this with a brush as opposed to my fingers because I only want a tiny bit. Just going back to my other brush, and I'm actually going to just put a little bit on the inner corner. And there you go. Quick spray of any perfume that you get as a freebie. There you go. Does it look as if I've gone home and spent hours on my face and my makeup? And I promise you, all of this goes in here. Eye patches, Summer Fridays Jet Lag Skin Mist, my 2 Rhode pocket blushes, my Victoria Beckham lid luster, it's all going in genuinely, my YSL Lash Clash in blue, and then my Colourpop Super Shock highlighter. There's my perfume, there's my lipstick, that's going in, my 2 brushes, in they go. Let's not forget these. Depending on how you feel, you can add your amazing earrings, whatever, and there you go. Office to nighttime glam in no time. Hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please throw me a like, and if you want to see more, do subscribe and hit the notification bell. I upload my favourite makeup looks twice a week, Tuesdays and Sundays, and hopefully I'll see you soon.